Welcome back to Tech TV. I'm here at 5G World with Dongjun. And Dongjun, what's brought you down to 5G World today?
Well, the main purpose of me getting here is to attend the award ceremony yesterday, and also we had a keynote speech this morning. So these are the main purposes, but we also would like to look around at a lot of booths here, and we also very keen to understand what's going on in the industry in terms of the technology development and the ecosystem promotion steps.
That's great. And KT has recently launched your 5G service. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, it's been now 2.5 months since we started the commercial service. We believe that the equipment and the user device market has been matured enough to start the business, but it turned out that we still have lots of the room for the improvement, both in the infrastructure and user device cases. But we are dealing with so much of the problem in commercial network that we haven't expected too much before we started commercialization. So even though we are struggling, but we are doing better and better as we are making progress in terms of the quality and user services and so on.
That's great to hear. And so far, what's the uptake like and how is the market reacting?
Well, according to the news article released last week, the number of the 5G subscribers in Korea just exceeded 1 million. It is quite the important milestone for the Korea 5G market. It took like less than 70 days before we reached the 1 million customer milestone, which is relatively shorter compared to the LTE 7 years ago. So it looks like that the growing pace of the 5G market is much better than we expected, and also the market is responding to this new technology, and they believe that this is quite exciting opportunity for them to choose.
That's very exciting. And finally, what does KT see as the biggest monetization opportunities? The consumer industry, or is there industry specific?
Up to this point, major bread earner for the Korean service providers is still enhanced the mobile broadband, which is EMBB, but we believe that the other characteristic like URLSC and the massive MTC stuff is also very important. Even though currently we are focusing only on the B2C market, but eventually the more opportunity will arise in the B2B areas or even the B2B2C. So we are working on lots of the different spectrum of industry, including logistics company and also the heavy industries company like shipyard or the I don't know, maybe car manufacturers and so on. So the KT has lots of the MOUs and service agreement with this kind of the industries, so that we can try to figure out what kind of opportunities we're going to have in terms of the monetization out of the 5G services.
That's great. And I guess my final question is, last night you took home 4 awards at the 5G World Awards. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and I guess how you feel?
Well, I think we got very much flattered by having a lot of the awards. We basically expected only 1 or 2 awards at most, but we believe that the industry as a whole recognized that the KT's efforts and activities along up to this point to realize 5G service for the industry. And I think that this is not simply the recognition from the industry. I would say that this might be an encouragement from the industry so that we can work harder to have the better 5G services for the entire telecom world.